Welcome back, everyone. This is Super Kelly Brothers Podcast, episode 193 for the 15th of January 2023. My name's Sloan Kelly.
My name's Jody Kelly.
How's your week been?
Great. We've been back to work.
Aye.
All that stuff. It's
Aye.
magic. Aye.
You back in the office? Is it just
Back in the office? Aye.
Back in the office? All right. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Right. I did a day at home last week.
See,
a day at home this week.
Twitter, Elon Musk has told everybody they've got to be back to home, and apparently, I think Apple as well are telling everyone they've got to be back. Oh no, it's not. It's Disney. Disney was the latest one.
What back?
Back to work, like back to the office.
Oh yeah. Aye.
Bob Iger said to everybody, he says, all this working from home malarkey ends now.
Aye.
He says everybody's back home, to the office.
Well, Elon Musk has changed some, like the boardroom and stuff like that, into like a
hostels. Yeah.
Aye, so they never have to leave ever.
Yeah.
That's not right, is it?
I don't think so.
That's bonkers.
It is. Apparently, it's quite nice though. The Twitter.
Aye, but still,
offices.
good. It's, borderline Andrew Tate style.
Oh, aye.
Slavery.
It is.
Allegedly.
I mean, you get a queen bed to yourself, so that's not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad, but I mean, it's no substitute for, like, I don't know, going home.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. What about yourself? How was your week?
Fairly uneventful. I am working from home still, so. Oh, well. So yeah,
I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it.
It's honestly fine. Honestly, it's okay. I think everyone realized the biggest thing is that you kind of miss the kind of camaraderie, but like being able to turn around and talk to somebody.
I'm talking about vitamin. Sorry, I'm talking about vitamin D.
That's starting to grate a bit. The fact that I literally, like, it feels a bit like Old Boy at times, where you're like, you get up
in what way,
and you're stuck in the same place. I mean, this is. I mean, I work there where BD1 is.
That's what I mean.
And then I do the podcast here, and that's it. I'm almost. I'm another famous movie. I'm almost like the woman in Oblivion. Are you a highly effective team?
Yeah.
You know her.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're kind of living and working in the same. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're working in the same place all the time. You're living in the same place and all that kind of stuff. It does get a bit boring.
You need to get yourself a treadmill, old boy.
I need to. Well, no, I just need to get out. But the problem is, it's freaking winter here, and I can feel my skin cracking as I'm talking about it.
Yeah.
It's not very nice. I mean, obviously we've been talking. Jody's wearing the T-shirt, and I've got the action figure that I got from him for my birthday.
Give us a close up. Sloan's birthday. A couple of weeks ago now.
I'll put me large. There you go.
Yeah, so I got a McCready.
A McCready. His gun's falling off. I noticed.
Oh no!
That happened when I just pulled him off the thing there. So you can't really see him because he's like that. But he's got a wee bottle of whiskey in his hand, which
I think he's got a wee glass of whiskey as well, doesn't he?
He does a wee glass of whiskey as well. Mm-hmm. It came in a nice, which is in here. Just realised I moved out the road. There's actually this wee presentation case thing.
It comes with
a spare. Yeah, it's like a spare head, some hands. Mm-hmm. He's got a lantern and stuff as well, and it comes with a shotgun and stuff. But I always like that kind of on him, not me, obviously. There's his whiskey going as well. I always like that kind of hoodie and the weird kind of Smokey Bear hat that he had. So,
cool. Excellent. James will be pleased at that, getting a wee close up.
That's right. Aye.
He was asking for that.
I will send pictures later on.
You should do a pose a week.
I'll put that there. I should do it, but I kind of like him sitting up there. I think it's quite.
Somebody done a photograph of him in a wee scaled, like he's like sitting at a table kind of thing with his whiskey and his
shotgun.
His bottle. Yeah, cool. Yeah, we're going through a bit of a. For some reason, we're both going through a bit of a, or we're all going through a bit of a thing.
An RJ McCready phase.
I don't know why.
You show you the T-shirt. Show you the T-shirt. You want to stand up a wee bit?
So
show everyone your T-shirt. You managed. There you go.
Is my T-shirt, mates.
It says the ultimate alien horror. Obviously, it's not horror beyond imagination because that would be Blue Harvest.
That's right.
Which
was the obviously the Return of the Jedi. That was to so that the fans would or the press wouldn't know that they were what they were filming.
Yeah, they wouldn't know they were filming the third
to keep them off the scent.
Yeah,
but there's tons of footage of when they did the Jabba barge scene, and there's all these kids at the fence getting autographs off Mark Hamill and stuff. Have you seen that footage?
I don't know. No, I've not seen that. No.
Yeah, so it wasn't exactly a big secret. I don't know why they bothered.
They probably just did it for funsies. A lot of companies do that. They've got it as it could be that as well. But they use like code names for stuff, like they'll deliver it to the theater.
We did. We're using code names.
Comment below if you know what that quote's from. Another great movie. Shall we begin?
Yeah, we better.
Well, it looks like your pal James Cameron's still on top.
Still on top.
The wave of water keeps rolling in. It's fifth weekend, so there's this guy here.
Yeah,
who's trying to be a wannabe. Now, you've seen it, haven't you?
I've seen it. Yeah,
you've contributed to the $1.7 billion that's been making.
I have. Yeah.
It's currently number 7. It's 1.9 now. Good God, it was 1.7 about 2 days ago.
Well, there you go.
1.9.
Wow.
Yikes.
I mean, it's amazing to me that it's got legs like this because it's such a long film. It's an older property, obviously. You know, obviously.
Yeah, because Avatar's
the first one.
2009, so that was 4 years ago now.
Yeah. 4 years ago.
Yeah. 14 years ago.
Aye.
I'm getting my Quatorze and Quattros mixed up.
Yeah. Yeah. So because it's such a long film, you wouldn't think people would begin back to see it again, or is it word of mouth? Because I wouldn't say it's a brilliant film as such. You know, it's if you like the first one, it's more of the same. Pretty much exactly more of the same.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised it's got the legs it's got. I'll be perfectly honest with you. In a way,
Megan's number 2, which is a big drop off because it's like 20 million it made that week. Within that week, it's made projected 20 million over the 4-day holiday frame.
What's it made overall? Do you
know? Megan, I'm not sure actually,
because I know that movie was only made for, was it 12 million? That movie was made.
Can't imagine it being a lot of money now.
It was 12 million, and that is some profit, by the way.
Yeah. Well, having said that, though, I mean, so he said it probably cost 460 million to make Avatar 2, but they need to make 2 billion to break even.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you kind of equate that, if it costs 12 million, you probably have to like make 80 million to break even, which they've done.
Yeah. Oh well. So this movie, Megan, was made for 12 million, and it's made. Does that say 93 million so far?
Yeah, 93 million.
Well, Blumhouse know how to make a movie and make a profit. By the way, that's pretty funky.
I think it helps the fact. Yeah, 12 million it was.
There you go.
I was right. Yeah.
I told you that.
Going for 1. Yeah, but I hoovered it off you.
You did. You took the credit.
I did. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You did.
I mean, good. I mean, 12 million, and it's made 94 million.
That's amazing.
Almost this time. I think Blumhouse are doing. They're good at the darker horror stuff as well. The kind of very kind of jump. Well, I mean, there's jump scares in this one as well, but this is a PG-13. A very clever use of the one F word that they're allowed, which got a huge laugh in the cinema.
I've seen it, by the way.
Oh, have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it now.
All right. Did you go to the cinema and see it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I've seen it.
We'll get to what you thought about it later on in the show after we've done the news.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Mhm.
But yeah, it's a fun movie. I'm interested to see what your thing is, but yeah, it's not it's not a like all out and out horror because it's a PG-13, and I think that's what Blumhouse are going for now is cheap, like B movie style
Yeah, but
shows like The Tingler and
yeah, but
the
not in a
1950s B movie type stuff.
tacky way. It's a well-made
No,
film.
no. I really like Megan. I thought it was great. Like I saw a few people on Twitter going, "This is garbage," and you're going, "Okay, calm down."
I mean,
It's not
they
high
made
art, but it's fun.
they made The Invisible Woman or Invisible Man rather
Yeah.
as well, which is a great film. Which is more, I'd say, it's in that vein of thriller as well. You know, it's
Yeah.
not really horror. Did you see that one?
No, that's the
I
one
would-
with Elizabeth Moss, isn't it?
Yeah. I would
Yeah.
definitely watch that, Sloan. I think you'd
Yeah.
like that one as well. I think it was on
To be
Prime
honest,
for a while now.
I like Blumhouse's stuff. They have a production deal with Universal Pictures, which is like a first refusal with them. But they also have like a deal with Columbia Pictures as well, like Sony Pictures, and I think that was partly because they wanted to do a remake of Fantasy Island,
Yeah.
and I think that's a Columbia,
Which they did, didn't they?
which they
I
did.
never-
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
Mr. Rourke.
Mhm.
It's good. It's fine. Like nothing wrong with these movies. They're fun, jump scare.
I know.
Schlock movies. They're
Yeah.
great. They're well made. They're well crafted. They're well put together. There's a lot of love goes into them. They play it straight. They're great.
And do you know what? They're making a hell of a profit.
I mean, yeah.
That guy Blum. What's his name? What's the guy's name? Blumhouse.
James Blumhouse.
James, is it?
Jimmy
Blumhouse.
Jason Blum.
Jason. Yeah.
That's
you know, he's making a turn. Like, I love how we buried the story there, talking about Megan.
I know.
How great. It's typical. If you're used to watching us, that's what we do.
That's right.
We set it up, and then we talk about something completely different.
Exactly. That's and because the premise of this show, just for those of you who are tuning in late, the premise of this show is that it's two guys you overhear on a train talking about movies, and they don't know anything about movies. And
yeah, pretty much.
So
anyway, good old James. I never doubted him for a minute.
Jimmy Cameron for doing the road as well. Local boy,
your pal.
That's right. Yep. Yeah. So good that they erected a plaque for him, and they put birthplace. I think they put hometown of James Cameron. I think in Chippewa, which is now part of Niagara Falls. So technically, Niagara Falls is the de facto hometown of James Cameron.
Have you got a plaque up yet?
No, not yet. No.
You need to get yourself a plaque.
No. Well, yeah, probably. I could make one.
Yeah, you could 3D print one.
Nail it. Gold. Nail it to the population 89,000. Just nail it just underneath that.
And Sloan
hometown
Kelly.
Of Sloan Kelly. Who's that?
Do you know who I think I am? And you could make a wee mini one and try and get free drinks in bars.
That's right. And they just walk around with a key and just say that Mayor Jim gave it to me. Mayor Jim gave me this. Says it's good for a free pint.
A key and a giant check under your arm.
Big novelty check.
Aye. Yeah.
It's a great idea.
Billy Big Balls.
That's right.
That's it.
So anyway, so well done, James.
Good old James. Well done,
James Cameron. What a guy.
Yeah.
All right. They're making a spin-off to John Wick.
Yeah.
Let's hope it's better than the previous two movies.
3 was bad. 2 was okay.
2 was okay. 3 was almost unwatchable.
3 was almost. I thought 3 was just.
I don't know. There's only so many corridor fight scenes you can see, and they start to get a bit boring after a while.
I like the premise of 3 as well, because the beginning of it, when all their phones kind of went out, they get activated basically.
Yeah.
All the assassins get activated against John Wick. I thought, this is going to be good, but
yeah. Actually, it just reminded me there. the prequel series, The Continental, which is the story of young Winston. I've forgotten all about The Continental. When's that coming out?
Story of what?
The Continental mini TV series.
All right, I don't know.
Mel Gibson's in it.
Don't know about it.
When's that coming out?
Don't know.
I don't know. Whenever it's coming out, anyway.
No.
But anyway, so Anna Daramus, she was recently seen in a lot of things, Marilyn Monroe, but also she was in James Bond.
She was,
and she was really good. And I was like, I'd like to see more of that character as well.
Yeah.
So maybe
I forgot she was very briefly in 3. She wasn't in it long.
She's in
if I remember rightly.
the Cuban meeting of whatever the heck it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's really good in it as well.
She
plays this sort of bumbling assistant, but she's not really a bumbling assistant. She's actually really good at her job.
Right, okay. I'm actually more interested now.
Yeah.
Now I remember that was her.
Yeah.
And she was great in Blade Runner as well.
She was, yeah. And Knives Out as well. She was the lead in Knives Out.
Yeah, she was good in that as well. I liked her in that. First one.
So, yeah.
Didn't like
so
I thought Knives Out, the first one, was overrated. I really did.
Yeah. Actually, Critical Drinker alert, we're going to talk about Knives Out and Glass Onion for a second. The Critical Drinker, he was talking about Glass Onion. I like Glass Onion. I thought it was a bit of fun.
Me too. I did.
His take on it was the same critique that we have when people take favorite things and then it's like, and it was described to them as the other person was looking through a keyhole at the thing that was happening.
Yeah.
He says that's like murder mysteries are basically a British thing and like you shouldn't give it to an American. But he did. Rian Johnson, he never mentioned at all that he did Brick, which is a classic, like a modern classic film noir.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
And Looper was great as well.
Looper was great as well. I don't know. I think he's pretty good at mysteries, and I like the whole premise of Glass Onion. The fact that it's just so dumb. I just thought it was great.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. No, I think this might be quite good. Hopefully, I mean, if it's just going to be Mrs. John Wick, then I don't know. Not sure.
The spin-off is going to be Hellboy Len Wiseman.
Len Wiseman.
Len Wiseman
of Wiseman's Diaries.
Of Wiseman's Diaries, yep. He directed Underworld, Total Recall.
Oh no,
not the good Total Recall because that was of course Paul Verhoeven.
I'm less.
So that's a bit worrying. Gabriel Byrne's in it.
It might be a bit forgettable then.
Yeah,
possibly.
Maybe we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. Moving along, we've got a couple of things to talk about. Stan Lee documentaries coming to the Disney Plus. This might be interesting. The story of Stan Lee, real life superhero. So it's about obviously his early life growing up in New York and how he created a publishing empire and how he lost it in a pack of cards. And that's how he came up with the character Gambit. No, it's not true.
No,
that's not true.
That was true.
None of that was true. I just made that bit up.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know why there's no picture there. But anyway, so yeah, it's this is from a couple of days ago, December 28th, which would have been his 100th birthday.
Right.
Oh, he's
really? Bloody hell. Was he as old as that?
I mean, it would have been if he was today.
Never. He was never 100.
Yeah.
No chance.
I mean, he died 4 years ago.
It wasn't 90.
96, wasn't he, when he died? 95. There you go.
Bloody hell, really?
Yeah, 95.
I did not know he was as old as that.
He would have been 96 had he made it to the end of the year.
God. You know, when you saw the footage of him like getting dragged out at Comic-Cons at that age, and his
I know.
his agent holding his
manager,
hand to autograph stuff.
Yeah,
Absolutely disgusting. I mean, why is he getting wheeled out at that age? He's Stan Lee.
I know.
I mean,
Give a
really?
guy a rest.
Jeez, oh man, that's disgusting. That
Yes,
poor old Stan,
I know.
the great Stan Lee.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be interesting. I'm looking forward to that very much.
Yeah, I don't know what it says when it comes in here, but yeah, he created Spider-Man, of course. Hi, Stan Lee here. Spidey, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Remember the Glenn Michaels Cavalcade?
Of course.
Fantastic Four, which is also featured in Glenn Michaels Cavalcade, along with Paladin. Iron Man, Black Panther, Incredible Hulk, X-Men, Thor, Silver Surfer, Ant-Man, Nick Fury, the Avengers, and a whole bunch of other things that he may not have been involved in. So yeah.
Well, him and Jack Kirby really collaborated. Jack Kirby really defined comic book panels artistically.
Yeah.
And, Stan Lee came up with the ideas and things like that, but the design was Jack Kirby. So I hope old Jack gets a mention as well.
He does a really good cameo playing himself in Mallrats, where he's explaining the stories behind certain things, and I actually genuinely believe that is the stories behind things, because it's all about lost loves and things like that. Because that's what you would write about, is write what you know and then just go, and I'll just put a superhero costume on it, and then it's palatable for people. It's the same thing as science fiction. It's like, let's talk about race. Well, we can't talk about race because no, you can't. That kind of stuff. But you can if it's science fiction. So yeah, like classic Star Trek episodes.
Yeah, well, Spider-Man was obviously the sort of classic teenager.
Yeah, it's the coming of age and all that kind of stuff. Yeah,
all that stuff.
Now you're the man of the house, that kind of thing. Yeah.
And I love how they've put some of these elements into the movies. He's got a cold in one of the episodes and he can't put his mask down because he's got the sniffles and things like that. I'm sure that was in one of the movies. But yeah, aye, brilliant. Very much. When's it coming? Just says 2023.
2023. Yeah, it doesn't give anything.
No.
And a sort of companion story to that is Back to Black. This is the first image of Marissa Abela as Amy Winehouse.
Oh, I never knew about this.
So, wow.
I know.
That's awesome. So,
who's that girl?
Don't know.
Wow.
Marissa Abela.
Oh man, that was gonna be a great film.
She's from Brighton. Easy. She was in Cobra, which is a Sky One show.
Yep.
What else has she been in? She was in Rogue Agent. Oh, that's a good movie.
Rogue Agent.
Yeah, that's a good movie. That's good.
Yeah.
It's based on a true story. I've definitely know we've talked about this. This guy here, he turns up in some pub in Northern Ireland.
Oh yes, I've seen it.
He says, I'm working for MI5 and I need you to go deep undercover.
Yes.
Yeah. It's the story of him.
It's the Puppet Master documentary, basically, but done as a film.
That's the one. Failed already.
It's a film.
It's a film.
I know the one.
Aye.
Right, let's go back to the
Back to Black.
Isn't it terrible?
So anyway, nothing to do with that. This is the story of Amy Winehouse.
Yes.
So they've got Marissa Abela, who looks very much like Amy Winehouse in this picture. And they're going to tell the story of
That'll
her.
Be fab. That'll be great. I really got upset at the documentary. Did you ever watch the documentary about her?
I couldn't, to be honest. I don't know. I find there's something very tragic about Amy Winehouse.
I know.
Like, not just the fact that she effectively committed suicide, but just
you just feel as a father who's got a daughter, it's heartbreaking. It really is.
Yeah,
it really is.
Yeah.
And it was just. I don't know if it could have been avoided. I think she was quite troubled though. you know. Anyway, but I just it was tragic, absolutely tragic.
Yeah. And obviously a great talent as well, because she did fantastic albums.
Yeah.
Her first album, Frank, was amazing.
Yep.
And then that was like a kind of jazz album, and then she did like an R&B one. It's just amazing, just amazing. Great stuff. So yeah.
And then she was recording a kind of reggae type thing, wasn't she, when she died?
Oh, was she?
Right, yeah, it was like a kind of. I think it got released actually.
Okay. Obviously, she worked with Mark Ronson.
Aye, who's an absolute genius. By the way, if you've not watched Mark Ronson's sound thing on iTunes, you should watch it.
Okay.
Well, there's one of our best friends. Yo, James Baker. How's it going, James?
How's things, man? Happy New Year.
You missed Sloan showing off his little figurine.
I did.
If you know what I mean. Yeah, no, that'll be great. Look forward to
that. Moving along, after I remove all the other conversations that we talked about there, Bono and The Edge are getting this show on Disney Plus, which is a Disney Plus concert special. I don't know if they're doing this because Larry's not touring with them this year, but
he's not well.
He's recovering. So get well soon, Larry Mullen Jr. But they're doing this special for St. Paddy's Day, March 17th. So,
so who are they getting to drum?
I don't know. I cannot deny that I'm going to be in Dublin that weekend, but
when is it?
It's not me.
Oh yeah,
because I'll be in Boston.
Imagine getting that. Imagine getting. Oh, we're going to miss it because of me.
Yeah,
it's a shame, isn't it?
Bloody
bummer.
Actually, I think you're traveling back that day. Anyway, I think
maybe I could go via Dublin then.
Oh no! Hold on a minute. No, we'll be here for it. We can sit and watch it together. Do you know what we'll do? We'll sit and watch it together. We'll have a wee pint of Guinness.
Oh, sounds great.
A couple of cans of Guinness.
Brilliant.
There you go.
Even better.
And we'll be sitting there going diddly-dee potatoes.
So this is Bono and Edge return to Dublin with David Letterman. Maybe David Letterman's drumming.
That would be excellent. Actually, do you know what would have been better if they get Craig Ferguson, because he actually is a drummer. See, I never thought of that.
So they've got this new record coming out.
This is a new thing. This listen to article. This happens a lot now.
Right. They've got this new record out, which is reimagining their older songs. Do you know that? Do you know this? And to me, it just sounds like remixes, but they've re-recorded like a lot of their well-known songs, and I'm assuming this is to do with this to promote it.
The last album I got was it's the one with City of Blinding Light on it. How to Dismantle an Atomic Bomb, I think, was the last one I got. And then I've not listened to them after that. Because they started to get sponsored by BlackBerry and Colgate and all that kind of stuff. What the hell? You're the biggest band in the world. What do you need sponsorship for?
Too corporate.
Yeah. I know.
Too businessy.
I kind of... I
was never a
YouTube bandwagon.
I was never really a big fan anyway. I liked a couple of albums, but apart from that,
yeah.
But I'm happy to watch that. But
So it's coming out.
Yep.
Anyway, surprise! John Williams says, "I'm not retiring."
I know.
So he says he's got 10 years left in him. He thinks. And he's going to do some movie scores.
He's 90 though.
He's 90, yeah. He said that between 90 and 100 is the best years of your life, and he wants to spend it writing music.
He had a great quote. He said, "Life with a day without music is a day wasted." That's what he said.
There you go.
That's a great quote, isn't it?
There's also a quote about I'm going to butcher the quote. I can't remember what it is, but it's about say that again. It's about a day at sea does not come off your allotted lifespan or something like that.
If you have an allotment in the sea,
what I was saying was,
what the yeah. If you've got a shrubbery, no, that's not it.
Well, if we give it to him, and he
he takes it from us. Anyway, that doesn't matter. No, yeah.
So that's good.
Nice
He's a great composer. He's written
fantastic. Well,
written a few classic tunes.
He's the GOAT.
Absolutely, yeah.
Greatest of all time.
Yeah. Him and Jerry Goldsmith.
Yeah. I was just at a concert over Christmas there watching him. Well, not him.
Right,
he wasn't there. And do you know what I didn't realise though, that they do that at Christmas every year, because he performs every Christmas live at the Hollywood Bowl. And it's him. Okay. It's him actually conducting. Aye.
Wow.
And that happens every year. So that must be why they do the thing at the Royal Concert Hall, because it's a kind of a thing.
Kind of a homecoming. Yeah, cool.
That'd be a good gig to go to.
Spielberg must be getting up there. He must be in his 70s as well.
He must be. He's got to be. At least. Late 70s, do you reckon? The Berg. The iceberg.
What would it be? 76.
Ah, dang.
76, yes.
Yeah. 76. I wonder why he passed on directing Indiana Jones.
Probably because he wanted to do the Fabelmans.
Yeah,
that's been his sort of like passion.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure though that he said that nobody but me will direct an Indiana Jones. And then the next thing he backed down, and like that guy that did Ford versus Ferrari. That director to do it instead. I'm looking forward to that indie movie, I'll tell you.
Yeah. I bet.
That's good.
Frasier sequel. Moving along from the sublime to the ridiculous. Frasier sequel cast Nicholas Lyndhurst.
This is bonkers. I never knew about this.
This is the most insane thing ever. First of all, I didn't know they were doing a reboot of Frasier. Frasier. And then the second thing is Nicholas Lyndhurst.
So it's a reboot.
Is he still famous in Britain?
I've not seen him on the telly for years. I've not seen him on the telly for years. He did a program called Good Night, Sweetheart that was pretty big.
That was years ago, though.
But that was a long time ago as well.
That was with the Dervla Kirwan, and he was like a time traveling janitor or something, wasn't he?
Which didn't. It was one of these ones that didn't really make sense. But this is a strange one. So what is it? Is this like a reboot, or is it a remake, or what is it? Is it the same cast?
Kelsey Grammer's the only one that's coming back. No one else is coming back. So there's no Roz, there's no Jane Leaves. His dad died. Niles isn't coming back.
The housekeeper, what was her name? The English actress?
Jane Leaves, but I don't know.
Did she not have a big fallout? Did she not have a big fallout with it?
Did she?
I think so. Mm-hmm. I think there was some sort of...
He started off in Benny Hill.
Did she? So did I.
Lee's made her screen debut as a small role in the 1983 British comedy television show The Benny Hill Show. Appeared as a dancer in Monty Python's Meaning of Life. She moved to the United States and she got a job on Murphy Brown.
I wonder if she was one of the roller skaters in that scene in Meaning of Life.
I don't think so. No, I think it was the bit at the end. You know, they do the Vegas style thing in heaven.
Oh yeah.
It's always Christmas in heaven.
Aye.
And then she did Haunt in Cleveland after it, but that was ages ago as well.
Yeah. Haunt in Cleveland.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'd have fallen out, but anyway, I could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, she's in a medical drama called The Resident, which I've never seen because it's a hospital drama. Yeah.
All right. Okay. That's good. She's getting to work.
Yeah.
Good.
Unlike Nicholas Lyndhurst.
Saving lives. On the telly.
Nicholas Lyndhurst. What was he last in? I mean, obviously he had some deeply horrible things happen to him recently, but That's probably the reason why he's not been in much things.
Did his son die?
His son died, yeah.
That's right.
Actually, no, he's in. He last recently seen on TV in a sitcom on CBBC called So Awkward.
All right.
I don't know what that is.
No. Nothing big.
Nothing big, no. So anyway, yeah.
Nice one. Well, I mean, he's a massive character. It wasn't a massive show.
It was, yeah.
Here in the UK,
yeah.
And he's beloved, I suppose, as an actor.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to see him in that. It's a big step.
Yeah.
And what platform's that going to be on?
I think it's Paramount, so it'll be Paramount Plus.
All right.
I'm not sure though. Yeah, Paramount Plus. Yeah. So Paramount Plus are looking for content.
Well, look at Hugh Laurie. That happened to him, didn't it? It was.
Yeah.
He had a big role in that House thing.
Well, I mean, he was the star of the show.
Yeah, he was.
He was House.
He was House, but he was he's a big comedy star here, and
yeah,
got that.
Mm-hmm.
He couldn't. Do you know that he could not go? I think there's only like one country he could go in the world that he wouldn't be recognised.
Really?
He was huge at one point. He said they had to brief him when he went to France or Spain or something like that. They're like, it was like me when you went into the key store over here, and I had to say to you, you're kind of a big deal in this
shop.
That's one person. Only joking, Sharon.
Who we happen to meet. Hi, Sharon.
Aye, and yeah, he had to get briefed, basically, before he stepped up and said, look, be prepared, you're going to get recognised a lot, type thing, you know.
Wow.
So, yeah. So it might happen to Nicholas Lyndhurst now. You know,
yeah.
If this show takes off.
Yeah.
Although I suppose the show would have to be called Lyndhurst, wouldn't it, instead of Frasier?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Maybe he'll get a spin-off show because Paramount Plus needs content, so
yeah.
You never know. You never know. And that moves us on to the Gonoriad with the Golden Globes, and these could predict the Oscars. Dun, dun, dun.
Indeed. That's why I thought we better get through this.
Yep. So I'm going to make this a wee bit bigger so you can see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna make the screen big so that I can see it because I'm a bit blind. Okay.
Now here's an interesting one off the bat is they've split this category into best film musical or comedy.
Mm-hmm.
So best film drama, best film musical or comedy. The Banshees of Inisherin is a drama according to Amazon Prime.
You know,
so
it's on Disney Plus. Banshees.
I know
for free.
I know, but that's what I'm saying is because we have a Fire Stick, so it's Prime Video that says, oh, you can get this, and it says that categorized and it says it's a drama.
I'm not surprised that they're confused at what it is though, because it's the most bleak comedy I've ever seen.
Oh, probably. Is it?
Oh, aye.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's from the people of the people that gave us In Bruges.
Yeah.
Which you loved. In fact, you loved so much you went on holiday to Bruges.
I did.
I watched it and I went, why would anyone go there?
Me watch that film
themselves
again,
off a tower.
All right, sorry, you didn't think that about the film, just the.
No, the tower is awful.
Aye.
The whole movie was awful. I didn't like it at all.
You didn't like that film?
No.
What is wrong with you?
What do you mean? What's wrong with me?
That's another one you need to revisit. Then definitely.
No. I've already given an hour and a half to it. That's eating into my Adam Sandler time.
Right. I'm glad you said it first. Christ. Right. Is there any of these films you've seen out of the?
I've not seen The Way of Water. I tried to watch Elvis, couldn't get into it. It was too Baz Luhrmann, and I'm like, I can't do this. You
couldn't get into Elvis?
No, it was so much color and just like all the time, and I was like, it's like going into a discotheque, and I'm like, nah, can't do it.
Right. Okay.
Fabelmans, I really want to see. Tar, that's a Cate Blanchett movie. I've not seen.
I'm not interested in that at all.
Top Gun Maverick, I've got no interest in seeing.
I see Top Gun Maverick because I finally got around to seeing the first one. It's put me off seeing Maverick,
Well,
even though because people say Top Gun was great.
I don't get it.
I don't get it at all.
I don't get it at all.
I think it's abysmal film.
James, we're waiting for James to chime in. Because
Avatar,
he liked both of them, didn't he?
Avatar drama. For that one, I'd definitely 100% go Elvis. I thought Elvis.
Oh, really?
I've not seen the Fablemans though, and I do want to see it. So
I want to
until
see the Fablemans.
that, I suppose I'll need to. I suppose this is their kind of early Oscar prediction.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Kind of. So you're saying Elvis? We should probably write this down, actually.
No. We'll do one closer because we might see.
All right. Okay.
More
so
of these films closer to the time.
So we should probably do a speed run of this. Like, what's our instincts in this? So my instinct is Fablemans will win it.
Maybe.
Because Steven Spielberg's not going to get Best Director, and that's why I say that. Which means that none of these movies here are going to win Best Film because these are not going to like.
No, musical or comedy. I reckon Everything Everywhere All at Once should win it, and I can't.
Yeah, but they don't.
James didn't like that.
Let me put it. Okay, so out of all these movies, I haven't seen Babylon. That looks interesting. I don't really. I keep clicking on that, and I'm like, because it just looks bleak, as you said.
Well, I watched it myself. I watched the first half hour of it myself, and I couldn't get into it. I didn't quite get it. And then me and Evelyn watched the whole thing, and it clicked with me.
And now you want to go to Inisherin?
No, definitely not. By the way, that puts you off going to that place.
Okay.
If it is a real place. So yeah, I'm going Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Do you know that Innis is the same as Inch in Scotland? So you see Inchmore or whatever it is, and you see Innis, it's the same thing.
There you go. Fascinating.
Glass Onion I would give. But they don't split it out, it's just Best Picture. So that's why I'm saying is none of these are going to win it anyway, because it's going to be the Fablemans or Elvis that wins it.
Yeah, probably. I think Banshees will be part of the Oscars list though.
Yeah. This is wrong. Clearly, it was Severance.
Yeah, House of Dragon. I tell you what, man, is a quality show. It was a first class first season. It really was.
Severance was such a unique idea. It deserves to win.
No, Severance is hands down brilliant.
Best TV series, musical or comedy.
Let's not go too quick though.
No, Wednesday for me because it's the only one I've seen.
Well, I'm starting to watch it with Evelyn now properly. So, The Bear for me.
Yeah, you like The Bear.
It's the only one I've seen really.
I've not heard of this.
Only Murders of the Milden, though. I've started watching a bit of.
That's on Hulu, but it's also Disney Plus International.
Disney Plus here. Yeah. It's fun.
It's Martin and Short and Selena Gomez. In an unlikely triple, they're actually really good in it.
They are.
I've caught a couple of episodes myself.
Yeah. Well, me too, really. Top Gun is phenomenal.
To be fair, he was making toast.
Okay, fair enough.
Fine.
Prove it, James. Prove it. I'll get a bit of toast chucked to my head. across
the window. Best limited series, anthology series, or TV movie?
I'm going. That's a tough one, actually. That's some good ones there. Yeah. I'm going Monster. Jeffrey Dahmer.
I'm going to go Monster as well. I like The Dropout. But I'm going to go Monster.
I liked all of those actually.
Yeah.
I'm going Monster.
Best actor in a TV series for drama.
Oh man, I'm going Bob Odenkirk.
He's always good though. That's the problem. He's the new Bryan Cranston.
Have you seen this?
It comes from that show.
Have you seen the Mr. Nobody or whatever it's called?
No, the Nobody. There's a sequel to that coming out as well.
That was a good film. Yeah, I think he's great though, Bob Odenkirk.
Yeah. Best actor in a limited series or TV movie. So we get Taron Egerton, Blackbird. That's Apple, isn't it? Blackbird.
Yeah.
Colin Firth, The Staircase. Andrew Garfield, Under the Banner of Heaven. Sebastian Stan, Pam and Tommy. Evan Peters, Monster.
That's a tough crowd as well.
I really think Colin Firth was
Me
excellent in
too.
that role.
I did too. I did.
Man,
Yeah.
that is a tough one, that one. I mean, obviously for the Oscars, this doesn't mean anything because they
And I
don't
thought
do
Evan
TV, but
Evan Peters, I thought as well.
yeah,
It was fantastic.
yeah,
I mean,
his Midwest accent,
those two,
really
those
good.
two are,
So
that's a toughie.
I'd give it to Evan Peters, edging out slightly. Colin
I thought
Firth.
Colin Farrell was terrific as well. Firth, sorry. Okay.
Best actress in a limited TV series or movie: Jessica Chastain, George and Tammy, Julia Garnett, Inventing Anna, Lily James, Pam and Tommy, Jennifer Robertson, Gaslit, and Amanda Seyfried in The Dropout. I'm going to give it hands down because the only one I've seen, but she was fantastic in The Dropout.
Yeah.
She was really good.
I thought Julia Garner was kind of annoying in for the last one, yeah, Andrew Garfield. What one was that? Under the Banner
of Heaven.
Can't remember that one.
I'm not sure what that is.
Yeah, Julia Garner I found quite annoying in Inventing Anna, but then she was supposed to be, I suppose. Her accent was a bit kind of took me out of it a little bit. I liked a bit of Jessica Chastain.
She was good. Yeah, she played Anna, didn't she?
Yeah. Julia Garner.
Yeah, she was good in that as well. But I liked it.
So it was a good show, though. Don't get me wrong, it was a good show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who'd you give?
Jessica Chastain.
George and Tammy. I've tried to watch that, but it came so hot in the heels from her portrayal in The Eyes of Tammy Faye.
Yes.
I'm like, I can't watch this just now.
Oh, wait a minute. Am I thinking of that?
Maybe. Is that the Preacher one with Andrew Garfield? He plays Jim.
Yeah.
Jim Baker.
Is that not George and Tammy?
Not Jim Baker that's here. Another Jim Baker.
Is that not George and Tammy?
No.
Oh, right. I'm thinking of
George
that.
and Tammy's Tammy Wynette.
Oh, right.
Stand by your man.
Right. I was thinking the one where she's unrecognizable in it.
As Tammy Faye.
Yeah.
That's Tammy Faye.
Right, okay.
Tammy Wynette.
Double
See, that's what I
Tammys.
was saying, and that's why I was like, I don't want to.
That's a double Tammy.
It's a double Tammy. That's a fault. Best supporting actress in a limited TV series or TV series movie. It's easy for you to say.
Yep.
I'm going to go with Niecy Nash for the Jeffrey Dahmer story.
Jennifer Coolidge, is that the blonde lady?
What? You don't like it when I talk like this?
Right, it's her. It's her for me, hands down, every day.
She's an excellent actress.
She's brilliant.
Because obviously she does not speak like that, but that's
she's
the one that she's
so
for.
bloody watchable. So good.
Best supporting actor for a limited series or movie: F. Murray Abraham, Domhnall Gleeson, Paul Walter Hauser, Richard Jenkins, and Seth Rogen.
I like Seth Rogen and Pam and Tommy. I thought it was great. I think I might go Seth.
I might go with this guy, Richard Jenkins.
Oh, is that the dad?
That's the dad.
Yeah. He's always good, isn't he?
Yeah, I know. He's always good.
He's brilliant.
He's great. The first time I ever saw him was in Burn After Reading, and I love his character. Anyway,
it's a great film.
Best screenplay. I can't speak to this at all. Although I can say I didn't like that.
That's because you're wrong.
Am I?
Yeah. I can see that would have won that, to be honest with you, the Banshees. You know, that is funny. But in a kind of weird way. It's funny in a very, very dark way.
Yeah. Best director?
Baz. Although Steven Spielberg will win it, I think. I think Steven Spielberg's going to... I've not seen this Fabelmans. I really want to see it. And I think he's going to clear up with it, probably.
I think Spielberg will win Best Picture, but he's not going to win Best Director. And I think, bizarrely, it will be Martin McDonagh is going to win it for Banshees of Inisherin, because I think that's the only thing they're going to win is that. because that's too flashy. That's too niche. That is too blockbustery, and we don't give it to Steven Spielberg. So that's why I think it'll be
I like your thinking. Yep.
That's
one. Now here we go, James. Right. This is your new favorite film here.
So I haven't seen any of these movies except for RRR.
So did you get through it all?
I loved every minute of it.
It's 3 hours long.
Do you know it's 3 hours? I've got it in the thing. I'll talk about it when we talk about the movies we watched. But yeah, for me, the best non-English language film is RRR. Because it's bonkers.
Do you know? Remember that movie I said to you about? It was like a South Korean animation.
Yeah.
Called Ganja or something.
Ganzo.
I was like, you need to watch this. It's
Ganzo.
Yeah, it is mental.
Yeah,
brilliant. And you were like, whoa.
It's Japanese, isn't it? It's not South Korean.
Is it?
Ganzo. Yeah.
Is it? But it's like
It's like a proper
showcase for like an animation. It's just off the scale, man. It's so good. But this reminds me of that. Me and Danny sat and watched some of RRR, and we were both gobsmacked at the scale of it. And well, we'll get into it anyway later on, obviously.
Best actress for a drama. Oh man. Yeah, good luck anyone in that category.
I know.
So Cate Blanchett, Olivia Colman, who's won an Oscar before. Actually, I think Kate's won an Oscar as well. Viola Davis, I think she's won as well. Best Supporting Actress for The Help. That's Tar. Yeah, that's the Cate Blanchett one. I didn't hear about it. I didn't know anything about it until a couple of days ago.
I keep seeing stuff about it, but I don't know. It doesn't really. I don't know much about it, I'll be honest with you. Apart from she's like a cellist or something. You know.
Tar's based. Line of Tar's not real. Tar is not based in a true story. There you go.
It's not?
No.
It's not a true story?
Psychological drama film written and directed by Todd Field and starring Cate Blanchett. The film charts the downfall of fictional composer and conductor Lydia Tarr. The supporting cast includes a whole bunch of people, including Julian Glover, who learns how to trust people. Plot, where are we? 49-year-old celebrity virtuoso Lydia Tarr is the Curtis Institute of Music trained pianist. What's the plot? She ridicules student Max for not. This isn't a plot. This is the summary. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of stuff anyway.
Anyway, so I'll probably watch it, but I don't know much about it. So it's not high on my list, I have to say.
So I can't answer this. I haven't seen any of these.
No. Right, let's keep going for a bit faster then. There's others of these, it looks like.
I know. We'll stop when we get down to sort of best costumes. Because, craft. We'll stop when we get to the craft awards. Best supporting actress in a TV series. I never watched any of these.
Nah, neither did I.
That's quick. Best supporting actor. Ki Hu Kwan. I'll give it to Ki Hu Kwan.
Yeah, he's great in it.
Yeah.
He's great in it. Definitely is.
He really is good. Best supporting actress. I'll give it to Jamie Lee Curtis because that's the only one of them I've seen.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've not seen anything else.
Was there something about Angela Bassett winning? Is it because it was the first female to win an award like that for a Marvel movie?
I don't know.
I don't know. There was something.
Best supporting actor in a TV series.
I'm going John Turturro.
100%. He was fantastic. Like he's great in it. Again, he's great in everything. But he's outstanding in this. But he's outstanding in everything. So I don't know. Best original score. I haven't seen any of these. Really. I mean, I've seen a bit of Pinocchio. Hey James, cover your ears a second. Didn't like it.
what I've seen of it anyway. I
but
think I've got Pinocchio
fatigue.
fatigue.
Yeah, it was too close to the because I watched the Disney
Yeah.
remake, which was awful.
Yeah.
Stop remaking stuff, Disney.
Shockingly bad.
It's not good. Like you're ruining things. You're not getting the point of the original
Pointless.
movies.
Totally pointless.
Root beer. I mean, root beer. Okay, I'm not getting into it again.
Yeah, let's not do this.
Right. Okay. So have you watched any of these? Oh, you've seen that one?
I've seen Banshees. I've seen just.
Is
Banshees.
that a lot of those shrill Irish pipes?
Do you know I can't even remember what the music was like?
That kind of
I
stuff.
don't know. Let's just say John Williams because he's 90.
Yeah,
he deserves it.
And he deserves it. He deserves a win.
Yeah.
Sure.
No. I have no interest.
I don't know what that is. Although if that's the one that they sing at the end, Natu Natu, then it's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know if it is or not, but yeah,
there's a few good songs in it actually.
Actually, there's some great songs in it.
Yeah.
Anyway, best actor in a TV series, musical, or comedy. We can skip these because they're not going to do TV acting.
No.
Best actor, musical, comedy.
Skip all these.
Ding, ding, ding.
Oh, did you watch that?
Yeah.
Me too.
I did watch a lot of stuff this week, but I've not put it down. I would say that. Oh, sorry. Yeah. I would say Ray Fiennes. I would say, sorry, everyone listening on headphones who are currently going. No. I would say Ray Fiennes for The Menu. I thought it was great.
It was
as chef.
Yep.
Best actress, musical comedy. Michelle Yeoh won it. I thought she was really good in it. Everywhere, all at once.
Yeah.
But again, she's great in everything.
I'll tell you who's good. That Anya Taylor-Joy. I really enjoy her. In things.
She was fantastic in The Menu as well,
wasn't she?
Yeah,
wasn't she just
really good? So yeah, that's a tough one for me. I'll give it to Michelle Yeoh.
Yeah, me too.
Best animated film. I'm going to go with Puss in Boots: The Last Wish because Sam said it was excellent.
I've seen it.
Not a fan then.
I had a good sleep.
Best actor in a drama. I've not seen any of these. I can't comment.
Well, I think Brendan Fraser's getting a lot of
praise for The Whale.
Apparently,
The Whale is a. Do you suffer from lack of sleep?
Right.
Yeah. Best actress in a TV series drama. Oh no, we've done that one.
Austin Butler thought was fantastic in The Elvis. I thought absolutely.
That one. Good for her.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Well done.
And that's that.
There you go.
And that's it. And that's all the news that's fit to print. Shall we go and do the old what you watching thing?
Oh yes.
Because quite frankly, we haven't done it in a while.
No.
Feels like we haven't done it for years.
No.
Years.
Yeah.
So, what are you watching?
Well, I think we've got a few crossovers here.
We have,
but we watched a film on Netflix called Eyes in the Skies. It's Helen Mirren and Alan Rickman from 2015.
Is it about shape-shifting robots?
No, it's the year before Alan Rickman died, so it must have been one of his last films. And it's really good. It's about a drone attack on a gang of terrorists that are about to go to a shopping mall, but they've pinpointed where they are and they're setting their stuff up and things, so they're going to bomb them but they've got to work out what the collateral damage is and stuff like that. So it's really good, man. It's really tense. It's brilliant. Really enjoyed it.
All right.
And it's on Netflix. I watched The Menu, which we both watched.
I did, yeah.
Which was weirdly brilliant. Like you say, Ralph Fiennes was brilliant in it, and so was Anya Taylor-Joy.
Yeah.
brilliant. And so was your man Nicholas
Bolt
Holt
as well.
Holt as well.
Yeah.
He's good as well, man. I really
Yeah.
like him. I don't think he'd be. I'm not saying
John
he was.
Leguizamo was in it as well.
Yeah, I'm not saying he'd be great as a Superman, but he's a great Clark Kent, I think. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it from his performance in that show, that movie. Yeah.
I got Clark Kent vibes off him.
Yeah. I think it was. I don't know. I kind of guess. I watched it myself. Anime was in the room, but she was doing other stuff. She was writing her novels, doing her novels, and so I kind of watched it myself. But I kind of guessed what was going to happen at the start. It wasn't quite telegraphed, but it was fairly obvious what was going to happen. But it was great watching it happen, though.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought it was really well acted. I liked that it felt very much like a stage play, because there's really only one set. There's the front of house and the kitchen, and they've got a bit in the woods, and that's about it. But for the most part, it's just one set, and it's really, really well done. It's like just that one set play, and it felt like very intimate and very kind of intimidating. As well, and I thought it really worked. Is it the best movie I've seen this year? No,
no, not for me either.
But it was fun. It was fun in a deep psychological, who's getting it next type kind of way.
Yeah,
and that kind of slowly uncovering the secrets and things. And I the thing that I thought of when the boat pulled into the harbor, all I could think of was Dr. Phoebes. And that's almost exactly what it's like.
What's that?
Dr. Phoebes in the House of whatever it is. It's this doctor who exacts revenge on all the people who have wronged him. But he's a theater actor guy, and so he feeds his theater critic he's got these little poodle dogs. And he bakes them in a pie and force feeds them.
Right.
It's all this kind of like food related stuff. Anyway,
well, maybe it's
very similar to that.
Yeah. I get that. I really enjoyed it as well. Everything you said, pretty much was it.
I'll have what she's having. That kind of
thing. We watched. What else did we watch? What was the other one you said about that we watched?
RRR.
Oh yeah, I haven't got through it all yet because it's just
haven't you?
A bombardment of
colors.
3 hours long.
It's insane. It's suspend disbelief.
I'm halfway through it, but it's bonkers crazy. James had mentioned it to us, and we immediately went, right, let's watch it. It's brilliant so far. I mean, and I love how they're just randomly getting into like a dance routine in the middle of.
It's fantastic, yeah. Well, that's Bollywood. I
know.
All of a sudden, it's like that's everything to do.
It's just trying. It's not even trying too hard. It's just so entertaining, It's
Alison Doodie's in it. She plays one of the baddies. At the very start, she sort of pays 2 rupees for a kid at the very start. I'm not spoiling anything. That's kind of the plot of it is.
It's very violent as well in bits. And,
very violent,
stuff like that. I watched the hitchhiking killer guy thing. I
watched that as well. The hatchet wielding hitchhiker Kai. Smash, smash, smash.
Now it's initially funny and then tragic.
Yeah.
And then really not funny. Once you realise
why he's doing all these things.
But I mean, they could have we've spoken about this before. They could have stretched that out to like 6 episodes. And
they could have Netflixed it, and they chose to do an hour and a half. And I think that was a brave decision because you get to watch it in one sitting, and it's a good length for it. It didn't need to be drone shots of them going across the border into Canada.
It was
and talking to his mum and doing drone shots of their house and talking about my boy never hurt anyone, all that kind of stuff. And they avoid all that.
His mum had some brass neck coming on, did she not?
I know. Of course, I kept him prisoner.
I did lock him in, but in his room. But
Yeah.
you know, it was.
He did nail my head to the coffee table, but
I mean,
I knew what I'd done wrong.
Honestly, I was like, "Oh, come on."
It was for everyone's protection, Jody.
Yeah,
as you should know, having watched that show.
I mean, there's loads of stuff that I've seen like over Christmas and well, I saw Puss in Boots as well, which is fine. It's not everybody seems to be kind of raving about it, but I just thought it was fine. I wanted to like it more.
Have you talked about Emancipation yet?
No,
I watched that over the Christmas break. That's Will Smith's.
Oh, did you? Oh, yeah, that
slowly quietly got released.
I
watched that.
I don't think we've not spoke about any Christmas things. Also, I watched Megan.
Yeah. So, what did you think of Megan?
I really liked it. You know, I thought it was fine. Again, it was like you say, it's a popcorn movie, very entertaining. It keeps you interested. It doesn't overstay too long either.
Nope.
Although I have to say, when I went to see Avatar, the Shape of Water, that did not feel like a 3-hour movie. That did not. It really didn't.
2 days.
It felt like a 5-hour movie. No, it felt like a couple of hours. Yeah.
It felt like they'd locked the doors and they forgot to let us out.
Aye.
I was praying for intermission to come up on the screen.
Yeah, Megan was good. I did like it. But again, it's not going to be favorite film of the year. They've still to come, but yeah, I'm sure there's TV shows that I've been watching that I can't think of just now. Oh, we've started watching Mosquito Coast on Apple TV.
Oh yeah,
as well.
Yeah, that's the old Harrison Ford.
Aye, yeah, but it's
a TV show.
It takes them a long time though to get to the boat and things. In the movie, they're almost immediately on the boat.
Is it not like, oh, I can't fix this washing machine, this is ridiculous, and then he's like, consumerism is crazy, and then it's like, let's go to Costa Rica, and that's it.
No, not quite.
On the boat.
Not
he's
quite.
making ice cubes.
Oh, you mean in the Harrison Ford one?
In the Harrison Ford one, because he goes from being annoyed about consumerism to making ice cubes.
Yeah. I mean, there's elements of that in it, but they're basically on the run. A family on the run, basically, is what it is.
It's the Swiss Family Robinson meets The Fugitive.
Aye. It's good. It's really good though.
Yeah.
Really enjoyable. Really. And there's more stuff, but I can't think anything just now. The Servant started. The new Servant.
Oh yeah, the M. Night Shyamalan one.
Yeah,
that one. Yeah.
So we'll be battling into that as well.
Yep. Cool. I watched Velma.
Aye, I saw
that. We were all laughing at it at different bits. So that's good. So it's a wide audience.
Right.
It's not that bad. It's fine. It's it's a more adult telling of Scooby, well, the Mystery Gang, Mystery Inc., I guess. They've changed some of the characters a little bit, but for the most part, it's the same. It's very it's kind of like the movies where they've got the kind of they're digging at each other a little bit.
Are the gang in it, or is it just Velma?
Yeah, no, they're all in it.
They're all in it.
4 of them are in it.
Even Scooby.
No, Scooby's not in it yet. No. Just sorry.
Oh God, wish I hadn't done that.
I know. Well, I'm there.
That was our cupboards. It's a long story. Our cupboards we've had to empty our cupboards in here because
your cupboards are bare.
Bit of subsidence in the one that kind of hangs in the middle of nowhere. It kind of went like that. So we're frightened it's going to topple. So everything's on this table just now. You can't see it, but yeah.
Thanks.
Bit of a disaster.
So we watched Velma. It's very good. I'm enjoying it. It's like 22 minutes episode, so it's not long. Hunters 2 is back, or Hunters is back.
Oh yeah,
Al Pacino. Hunters 2, the old Al Pacino TV show. It's good as ever. So it's all about Jewish people hunting Nazis killing Nazis in the 1970s. It's excellent. And then the last thing I've been watching is I watched it when it first came out, which was 3 years ago, and I'm like, I don't know if I get this. Mythic Quest.
Oh man.
So because it's Rob McInerney,
Mm.
I'm like, and I've watched Welcome to Wrexham. I'm like, I'm gonna go and watch this guy. So I've been watching that. It's really good. I didn't bother watching the first episode again. I just started it from episode 2.
Yeah,
it's excellent. The cast are really good in it.
Man, we've
Humphrey's in it.
Yeah,
he plays Paul. Paul.
We've been blasting that show. I think it's an absolute gem. I love it.
Really
love it so much. And do you know what I love about it as well? And this isn't a spoiler, but they kind of don't just focus on that time period. They go back in time to as well on the
because they did the characters. They went the one I saw was Killing in the Dark or something like that, or Killed, whatever it is. The one with she was in that Black Mirror episode, and the guy from New Girl as well.
Yeah, when they go back to
they go back to when the previous company that was in that space,
which is random.
Which is great,
but brilliant. I think
but apparently
over 2 episodes as well.
That one was 1 episode.
Oh, was it? Yeah. Was it?
But it's great. I loved it.
Oh, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. We get Danny the T-shirt.
Who is the masked man?
No, the T-shirt of that episode, and it's like the kind of it's like a
the Oubliette one. Yeah, the Oubliette.
Yeah.
Oubliette Studios. Yeah.
Aye, it's their studio thing.
Yeah.
So when he got that, it was like, wow,
that's cool.
Nice deep cut T-shirt. I love them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was toying with the idea getting there's a Who is the Masked Man?
Aye.
T-shirt as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like all that stuff.
Yeah, it's good. And that's it. I think that's it. I watched Emancipation over the Christmas break, which was okay.
Was it depressing? Was it a bit?
No, it just. I mean, it didn't. It didn't really tell anything new. It was just a sort of fictionalized telling of. There was a guy called Whipped Pete. Sorry, something like that.
Whipped Pete.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's Will Smith.
Yeah, it's a slave. But
you don't want that nickname if you're a slave.
Well, you got that name because of
the weapons.
Because of the weapons. Whip Peter. But his actual name is Gordon.
Right.
So I don't know. So there's a famous picture of him. He's like 3/4 view, and you just see the sort of all the sort of welts in his back from the marks. You can look it up. If you look up Gordon brackets slave, you'll see it. They recreate the picture in the movie itself, but you don't really learn that much about him. And it's really just his escape from the plantation, to friendly lines, the Union Army.
Right.
And that's about it. Like there's nothing really kind of like, it's not like 12 Years a Slave where it's like this guy gets kidnapped and becomes a slave for 12 years. It's like,
well, do you remember
being told, really?
The News of the World or something it was called, the Tom Hanks one?
Aye.
It was a kind of cowboy one.
Yeah.
There wasn't much of a plot to that, but it kept ticking on. And I thought it was quite a nice wee film, that. You know?
Yeah, it's okay. It's fine. I mean, it's well acted. I mean, Will Smith does a great job in it. Supporting cast are good in it as well.
Yeah. I think that the Oscar thing still hurts a little bit. I think
stings a bit.
People aren't quite ready yet, are they?
No, not yet. No. I think it's been a while. I mean, he's banned for 10 years or something, I think.
Yeah.
It's a long time.
Well, is he banned from actually attending?
No, I think so, yeah.
Is he? Yeah. Anyway. I think he'll do fine, though. I'm not that worried about him. But, I think it will take a long time for people to get over that.
Yeah. I mean, it's weird the fact that like that was his day. Like he knew like it was fairly obvious he was going to win it for King Richard, and then to lose your cool at the end is just.
I know. It's a great film as well, and he's great in it.
Yeah,
it's a shame.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Kind of weird, but anyway, that's it. That's all I got. I did have more. I'm pretty sure of it because I've been watching a lot of TV this week, but I don't know. We've been watching Modern Family again. That's another thing, but can't really.
No point going over that.
There's no point going over that.
No.
And it was the one with Manny and Luke and. Anyway, if you want to hit the old subscribe button, notification bell, you get timely reminders of when we put a new video up. But that doesn't really help the channel, not as much as liking and sharing. But they both help. So do them both.
Do both of those two things.
Do it. Smash the like button and share. Also comment below as well. Who do you I was gonna burst in
Tears.
Green song there. Who do you? You know.
Oh yeah.
This keeps falling out my ear. Who do you think is going to win the Oscars for Best Picture? Do you think Spielberg's going to win it for director? Let us know in the comments below. But of course, to get time reminders again, the old subscribe
Come on,
button,
guys.
bell.
Come on.
You want to. We're at 73. Let's see if we can get to 100 by the end of the week. We've only been doing this for 5 years. So,
end of the week?
Yeah, end of the week. Next week. By the time we come back here next week, I want everyone to go. It's the Ponzi scheme of subscriptions. I want you to go and tell a friend, and then that friend will tell 2 friends, and then that friend will tell 4 friends, and then that friend will tell 8 friends, and eventually we'll all be subscribed. The whole world will be subscribed to the Super Kelly Brothers podcast, and we'll all be friends. That's right.
Yeah.
Until next time, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for joining us live as well, and we will see you next time. Bye bye.
Cheers.